Hi there. Just want to give a quick word today. I know there's been a lot of prophetic speakers to talk about this year's election and whatnot. And, it's very interesting. I've been prophesying for 14 years, publicly publishing all my words online. And then years before that, about 20 years in total. And I got to tell you, I never met too many prophets that ever prophesied about current events, world leaders, world things, elections, or anything. In fact, I've taken a lot of grief over the years because that's been my calling. And when you're prophesying about things that are in the news and current events, people can check it out. You got a track record, like it or not. And so for me, I've prophesied about, oh my gosh, so many different things, earthquakes and leaders and rise of ISIS and all sorts of things that have gotten me into hot water. But I've established a track record, and that is a hard thing when you're given this type of calling. So I want to take a minute to encourage those who are feeling that they are also being called to prophesy more about governmental, world event, current events type things, because it's tough. And it takes a while. Like I said, I've felt like I've not been warmly received over the years, and yet spoke the words that the Lord has given me, visions, dreams, always speaking from Scripture. He does, and so those are the things that I found have kept me more accurate, maybe we'll just say. But everybody, we prophesy in part. And so I want to share something today that would hopefully be an encouragement to those who have been already putting themselves out there. They're talking about military and, Trump coming back and a lot of things in our government. And, they're feeling a little foolish right now because things are not looking the way that they said or that they imagined it to be, whatever. But I want to share a word from 2019, July. It was published on YouTube, and I talked about the rise of Queen Athaliah. And that was from 2 Chronicles 22-23. I suggest you go and read it. It's interesting that this is Queen Athaliah was Israel's only queen. She was the daughter of Jezebel, so she had pretty big shoes to fill. But she did not go about it the same way. And as a part of this word at that time, I talked about this Athaliah spirit, very aggressive, very brutal, very violent, sweeping into our government. And we did see a lot of female figures, not Christian, by the way, but promoting ideas in a very forceful manner, a lot of very volatile time, as we know. And so we've been seeing this play out. But what I did not share at that time, and what kind of leads into where we're at today, and hopefully will be an encouragement for other prophetic speakers, is that that story she ruled for 7 years, but she got overthrown. They plotted against her. The priests went to the military commanders, and they plotted an overthrow of her. And she came to power first off because her husband passed, he got killed in battle. Then her son was king, he got killed in battle, and she took the throne. She was an illegitimate heir to that throne, but she saw an opportunity. And so these are some of the dynamics, potentially, if you play this out. And what I did not talk about then is that we could have a female president. It is possible, right, given the situation we're looking at. And this word about Queen Athaliah, it's a big ball of what you got to take the whole thing. I mean, there's a lot going on here. Spiritually, we are at a very combustible time in our history in America. It's not likely to change. The Lord keeps talking about big ordeal coming through. That is going to be difficult times for us as a nation and as a people. And governmentally speaking, we might continue to see some pretty heavy-handedness. Athaliah was a heavy-handed pagan person, and she was trying to sell things that the Israelites were not accustomed to, did not believe in, and they didn't worship. And that is very similar to the situation we see now. But with her overthrow, um, people rejoiced, right? And so we see that there are some parallels between what some people are saying that haven't come to pass and this particular word that was given, I don't know, a year and a half ago. I mean, it's been a while. So I just want to encourage you that, as far as myself, I can only say that, I've been, like I said, I've been doing this like 14 years, online published, public prophecy about current events. And I see a lot of the same things. And so I just want to encourage you, stay in there, continue to hear the Lord and make sure that it's the Lord. You don't want to start saying things that would be pleasing to people, or trying to make you popular. I've been unpopular for a long time. Like I said, there were not many prophets at all that would dare prophesy about the things that the Lord was giving me words on. And it makes you unpopular. I've been, countries, travel the world, prophesied all around the world, and I can tell you, there's no faster way to get chased out of a room than to start prophesying about governments, about current events, about public figures, about corruption. So I want to encourage you, stay in the fight, keep your ear to the Lord, keep your eyes upon Him. You're going to go through a lot of backlash sometimes. You will, this is not a popular, if you're doing this to get popular, you better get out. This isn't the way to do it. I can tell you that right now. And the Lord has a good program to bring you along, but it all starts with humility. Yep. And, you go through periods of time where you're going to be more accurate than others, I guess, because of that, maybe. I don't know. But anyway, stay there. Stay in the hunt. Stay encouraged. Stay with the Lord. Stay in the Word. And keep prophesying. Keep prophesying. That's it. That's what I share for today. And we'll talk with you again real soon. Bye-bye.